Today our topic is four fundamental operations together. This means what? We have all the four fundamental operations. We have completed addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So let us now do the word problems that is based on all of these four operations applied together. Okay. So this is one question, the first question of exercise 4F. It's written, a man bought 8 kg dry tea leaves of one kind at the rate of rupees 160 per kg and same weight of second kind of tea at the rate of rupees 240 per kg. Find the cost of total tea he bought using distributive property of multiplication over addition. So first of all, we have to understand that in this question the man is bringing two kinds of tea leaves and the rate of both the tea leaves are different, but the weight of both the tea leaves bought by the man is same. Okay, so what we have to write here? First statement, quantity of tea leaves bought of one kind or first kind. You can write here first kind. Of first kind equal to 8 kg. Cost of tea leaves bought of first kind. See, 1 kg, it is written rate of rupees 160 per kg, means 1 kg tea leaf of first kind cost is rupees 160. So we have bought total 8 kg. So cost of tea leaves bought of first kind equal to 8 into, right here, rupees 8 into 160. Okay. Now let us move to the next sentence. Quantity of tea leaves bought of second kind (8 kg), same, because it is written here same weight of second kind of tea is bought, so same 8 kg only we have to write. Now we have to write down the cost of tea leaves bought of second kind equal to rupees 8 into 240, because per kg cost is rupees 240 for this second kind of tea leaves. Find the cost of the total tea he bought. Therefore, total cost of tea leaves of both kind equal to, how we are going to write this? Let's just look at here. It is rupees 8 into 160 plus rupees 8 into 240. Okay. Now it is telling that you have to find the cost of the total tea he bought using the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Means you see here rupees 8 you can take common, because here also 8 into 160, here also we have 8 into 240. According to distributive law, what we have the formula, that is I am writing here, according to according to distributive law of multiplication over addition, we have to just write down. What we will write? This will be written as rupees 8. You will keep it outside the bracket. Inside the bracket, it will be 160 plus 240. Don't forget to give a multiplication symbol also here, because rupees 8 is multiplied with both of them. So outside the bracket you keep the multiplication. Now when we solve it, what we are going to get? We have to add 160 and 240. So that is rupees 8 into this will be 0, 6 plus 4, 10, carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4, rupees 400. So rupees 8 into 400 equal to rupees 3200. Okay. So this is the final answer. I hope you all have understood how to solve this question. Moving further to the next question. A factory produces 85,600 nuts and bolts in 5 months. What is its monthly production, annual production, if it produces same number of nuts and bolts every month? See here, the factory is producing 85,600 nuts and bolts in 5 months. So from there we can easily find out how much it produces in 1 month. Monthly production means in 1 month how many nuts and bolts are produced by the company. So our first statement has to be number of nuts and bolts produced in 5 months equal to 85600. Then number of nuts and bolts produced in 1 month means what? We have to divide this number by 5. So it will be 85600 divided by 5. So let us divide and write down the answer. We can use the short division process for this. 5 ones are 5, 35. 5 sevens are 35. 5 ones are 5, 1 0, 10 it is. 5 twos are 10 and then 1 0. So we got how many? 17120 nuts and bolts that is produced in 1 month. That is the monthly production. Now we have, this is bit A answer we have got. Now we come to bit B. Number of nuts and bolts produced in 1 year. Annual means 1 year. Okay. So produced in 1 year equal to, if in 1 month this many is produced, then 1 year means you have to multiply it by 12. So 17120 into 12. So let us multiply and find out the answer. So we will do 1712 into 12. So 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, carry 1, 2 ones are 2 plus 1, 3. Put a cross here. 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1, 1 7s are 7, 1 1s are 1. Add it. 4, 4, 5, 10, carry 1, 2. So 2, 0, 5, 4, 4, but one more 0 also. Don't forget to put. So this is the number of nuts and bolts that is produced in 1 year. Okay, I hope everyone understood these answers. Now moving on to question number 4. Question number 3, we have already done similar type of questions in our previous class. So we are going to do question number 4. Find the least number that should be subtracted from 43,942 so that the result is exactly divisible by 81. This means what? First of all, we have to do the division here. First of all, we have to do the division. So you write here the statement, the least number subtracted from the dividend to make it exactly divisible by the divisor the least number to be subtracted is least number subtracted from the dividend to make it exactly divisible by the divisor is remainder. Then you will write here dividend equal to 43942. Okay, and divisor is equal to 81. Now we need to take out the remainder. Okay, now 43942 divided by 81 equal to, let us do the division. 43942 here 81. Now 81 5s are 8 6 are 40, it will be more. So 81 5s are 5 1s are 5, 8 5s are 40. So 405 after subtraction we get 34. Bringing the next number, that is 4 down, we get 81 84s are 320. So 81 4s are how much? Okay, 81 4s are means you have to add another 4. So 324. After subtraction, 4 minus 4 0, 4 minus 2 2, 20. Now we will bring the last digit 2 down. Now 8 2s are 81 2s are will go. This 2 1s are 2, 2 is 16. So we got the remainder finally, that is 40. Okay. So here you will write we got remainder, since we got remainder equal to 40, therefore the least number to be subtracted is 40, and this is your answer. Okay, now we come to the last question of this exercise. The question is, a fruit seller had 235 apples, 186 pears and 123 oranges. He made mixed fruit baskets by keeping 20 fruits in each basket. So how many baskets could he make? How many baskets could he make? So what we have to do here? So we will add all the fruits first of all, that is 235 apples, 186 pears and 123 oranges. We find the total number of fruits. Now we have to arrange these fruits in baskets, okay, by keeping 20 fruits in each basket. So if we divide the sum of all the fruits by 20, then we can find out how many baskets we have used for keeping the fruits. The remaining is the remaining number of fruits that is left out as remainder. So that will be the number of fruits that is left over. Okay. So let us first find out the sum of all the fruits. So write down sum of all the fruits. In bracket you write what are the fruit names: apples, pears and oranges. Sum of all the fruits, apples, pears and oranges, fruit seller had equal to 235 plus 186 plus 123. Okay, so let us do the addition first. 3 plus 6 9, 9 plus 5 14, carry 1, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 8 11, 11 plus 3 14, 4 carry 1, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5. So total number of apples, total number of fruits the fruit seller had are 544. Now number of fruits in each basket. Number of fruits in each means actually 1. So number of fruits in one basket equal to 20. Therefore number of baskets equal to 544 divided by 20. So let us do the division at the side here. 544 divided by 20. 20 2s are 40. 14 is what you got after subtraction. 4 comes down, 144. 27s are 140 and you got remainder as 4. So this implies quotient 27 and remainder 4. So number of baskets, if you have to tell the number of baskets, how many baskets could he make? So one statement, number of baskets made equal to 27. Next question, how many fruits were left over? And number of fruits left over equal to is the remainder, that is 4. I hope you all have understood this question.